I've been trading for 4+ years and I've tried hundreds of different complex strategies, and it took me years to realize that having a boring and simple strategy is what ultimately led me to making consistent profits in the market. Last month, I made over $24,000 trading with this simple strategy, and this exact strategy makes me around $2,000 per trade. And in this video, I'm not gonna gatekeep anything. I'm gonna share everything to you step by step so you can actually start using this every single day in the live markets so you can start making money and stop losing. But enough talking, let's get into the video. This strategy is very beginner friendly, easy to use, and it happens often in the session open. The best part is it doesn't require a daily bias, meaning that you don't have to guess when the session opens. Are we going to, be bullish or bearish for the day? No, we have to go with the flow, and I'm going to explain very soon in the other slides how it works, etc. It's very simple, very simple. And the second thing is it works best in the session, in the market open. So the market opens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I use it around 30 to 90 minutes per day. 30 to 90 minutes per day, that's all you need to make the most money, okay? And obviously the best part also is that it's very simple and easy to use. The last trade that I took with it made me $2,900, so almost $3,000 profit in just one single trade. Like I said, it's very simple to use, and now it is actually time for you to learn it step by step. So in my strategy, there's two entry models, two ways you can enter in the markets. Don't worry, it's not going to be rocket science. It's very simple. You can understand very soon. The first one is by following the trend, and the second one is by seeing the trend reversal, because obviously the trends can't continue forever and ever, but you can see the trend reversal after that, and you're going to understand very soon how you do that. But let's start with the first one. How can you follow the trend? This is so simple. Even a complete beginner could mess it up. The trend is pretty much straightforward. There's two trends in the markets. The first one is the uptrend. It moves in higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Okay, you're gonna see it very often in the markets. And also there's the downtrend. Low lows, lower highs, low lows, low highs, low lows. And the way you follow the trend is very simple. You have to first notice that there's two parts in the trend. There's the big move, as you can see, the big move up in the uptrend and the small move down. So the big move is called an impulse and the small move is called a retracement. Impulse, retracement, impulse, and naturally retracement, impulse, etc. Right? And in the downtrend, there's also impulse, retracement, impulse, retracement, and impulse, right? And naturally retracement, impulse. You get the point. And the reason why we need to understand that is because when there's an impulse followed by a retracement, that's when a high appears, because a high is essentially created by two candles, up candle followed by down candle, aka the impulse retracement. It's very simple. And once that happens, you're gonna mark out the high. And when you see this new high, this new candle, essentially a candle, right now it doesn't look like a candle, but there's gonna be an up candle in this case that closes above the most recent high, impulse retracement. That's gonna be a break of structure. And right here, above the candle, you could potentially buy the markets, and that's how you follow the trend. Don't worry, I'm gonna very soon show in the actual markets how you can do this. This is just a drawing I'm gonna show you simply, but it's very simple to use. And same in the downtrend. There's the impulse retracement. After that, there's gonna be the low, right? And when a down candle body, the fat part of the candle closes below the most recent low, there's gonna be the break of structure, and you're gonna be entering right here and follow the trend right here. Okay, so let's say if this is the impulse and there's going to be a retracement, this is the low, right? And then when you see the down candle body close below that, you're going to enter right here, or you can potentially wait for the retracement and enter right there. And then you're going to follow the trend, because naturally the trends are like waves. It's going to continue and continue and continue until there's something called liquidity, but we're going to get into that later in this video. But now let's get into the markets. I'm going to show you how you can follow this trend step by step. So I personally like to follow my trend in the 1 minute time frame. I actually always enter in the 1 minute time frame. So what do we have here? Pretty straightforward trend. This is a higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and this is pretty much now continuing to the upside. Now I could potentially enter on this retracement, right? Remember, impulse retracement. I could potentially enter here, but if I want to just see the actual candle closure above the most recent high, remember, what is the high? Let's look closely. This is an up candle followed by a down candle. So that is a high, because that's an impulse retracement, right? So that's going to be our high. And when we see the candle closure, there we go. Candle closing above the most recent high. What is that? A break of structure. And I would enter right here, put the stop loss below what? An order block. Order block is the last down candle in the uptrend after a breakout structure. So if this is the breakout structure, this is the last down candle, as you can see. Stop loss below that, because these order blocks actually act as our shields in the trend. And I would enter right there, and I would target around 1 to 2 reach ratio for this example, and let's see what happens. There we go. Bang, 1 to 2 reach ratio. I would have doubled my risk, because this is the risk, this is the profit. And there we go. That's how we follow the trend. And as you can see, very simple, but let me show you in the downtrend as well. So as you can see, what do we have here? We actually have this very, very nice downtrend right here. And we have previously moved very nice in a downtrend. So what do we have here? This is in the 1 minute time frame, low lows, lower highs, low lows, lower highs. And right now we can see this low lows, lower highs, low lows formation. So what would I want to do? Short the markets. But let's say if the risk-reward ratio wouldn't be too nice, as you can see right here, this is the order block right here, that last up candle after the breakout structure. I would want the price to retrace maybe into these areas for a better risk-reward ratio. So let's wait for that. Doesn't want to do that. There we go. So I would enter right here, and I would target around 1 to 2 risk-reward ratio, follow the trend. There we go. And what happens? Low lows, low highs, low lows, low highs, low lows. Right. Beautiful. Obviously, you may wonder, well, does the trend continue forever? No. We have to target liquidity, because liquidity is something that can change the market direction like this. If liquidity gets swept, it can just completely switch the direction and go to the upside. So it's time to learn about liquidity. So if you don't know what liquidity is like liquid cash in the markets that these big banks, the market movers, want to take, so they can fill their large positions and then switch the market direction. So if this is a trend right now, we're moving in higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and here is liquidity, and the price goes to that. It can just take that and then reverse the price, because the market movers are now happy. But obviously you may not know how to spot liquidity, so let's do that quickly, and then I'm going to teach you more. So how do we actually spot liquidity in the markets? Well, liquidity is just highs and lows in the markets. But how do we spot highs and lows? Well, a high is being created by an up candle followed by a down candle. It's like a 2 candle sequence. And this is the high. Remember, it takes 2 candles to form, and a low takes 2 candles to form as well. A down candle followed by an up candle. It's a 2 candle sequence, and this is the low, right? Now, the key is, since obviously these lows and highs are being found in every single time frame, the key is to find them in higher time frame. I recommend you to find them in 15-minute time frame and up. That's what I personally do. 15-minute time frame and up. That's what I consider a good high as my liquidity, because it can most definitely switch the market direction. Let's get into the markets real quick. I'm going to show you how you can spot them. So I want to show you a great example of a liquidity sweep, because this is something that made the market go crazy. What is this? This is a down candle followed by an up candle. This is also a down candle followed by an up candle. So these are 2 lows in the monthly time frame. And this is something that most people consider a stock crash, right? Stock crash. If we go to the lower time frames, we can literally see, if we go to the replay mode, right? We can go to the 1 hour time frame, right? We can see that most people thought that this is a major stock crash, which kind of was a little bit. But in reality, if you knew, you knew. This was just a huge liquidity sweep. The market sometimes, I mean, not sometimes, every single day, all the time, they want to just move the markets to take out orders that rests above or below liquidity, and then they can reverse the price. What happens straight after this? Look at this. What happens? If we go to this is the monthly time frame, it's kind of moving slowly, but it's going up. It's going up immediately. Why? Because orders got taken and now it's going up, right? Now, obviously, highs and lows both have liquidity, but the key is to see the reaction. How do we know when will the liquidity actually get respected and actually then reverse the price? Well, that's when we need to see something called a market structure shift. Let me teach it to you. And that's where the second entry model comes in play, the trend reversal, MSS, market structure shift. Now, what you need for an MSS is obviously the liquidity sweep. And when you're able to catch the reversal move, you can make so much money, because you catch the top to the bottom. You know how much money you can make with that? I've made a ton of money with that. But obviously the catch is, how do we know which liquidity actually gets respected and cause the price to reverse? Well, what you need to see is obviously spot the liquidity in the higher time frame, 50-minute and up. So in this example, this is the 1 minute time frame. Okay, so this is the high, it got swept. We want to mark out the most recent low, and we want to see again those breakout structures. So this is a down candle body closing below the most recent low, breakout structure number 1, but that's not enough, because we need to see that complete market structure shift. We need to see a new, obviously retracement, and then a new low created, and then bang, another breaker structure, 2 breaker structures in a row. That's an MSS, market structure shift to the opposite direction. That's our chance to enter the markets and catch that huge reversal move, and bang, that's how we make money. But how do we actually do that in the real markets? Let me show you by backtesting real quick. So I want to show you a great example of a market structure shift. So I'm in the 15-minute time frame. Naturally, we always want to mark out all of the lows and highs in the higher time frame. So this is a low, this is a low, this is a low, etc. This is a beautiful downtrend. And what happens? This one low right here got swept. Now, obviously, I wouldn't be concerned yet, because it can just be a sweep, and then it can just be a low lows, low highs, a retracement, and then continue down. But the thing is, we're always gonna be cautious. Let's go to the 1-minute time frame. So naturally, we want to be selling the markets. This is a beautiful downtrend. We just want to short the trend. Obviously, when the trend is moving, we want to follow the trend. This is a beautiful downtrend. We sell the markets, etc. And we're gonna target these lows as our take profit or stops to break even areas. And then what happens? This is the low that got swept. I'm now keeping a close eye. This would be my take profit, obviously. This is a beautiful trend. So what would I do after the liquidity? I'm in the 1-minute time frame. I'm going to mark out the most recent high. Remember, what is the high? Up candle followed by a down candle. Now, in this case, it doesn't have much liquidity, so we can just see the MSS, right? Because this is in the very lower time frame, right? So what do I want to see? I want to see that breakout structure number 1. There we go. Happens, right? The up candle body closes above the most recent high. So breakout structure number 1, but that's obviously not enough. What we need to see is the second one. This is now a higher high. We need to see the higher low, higher high. So let's see when that happens. Not yet. Oh, there we go. We actually now got an up candle followed by a down candle. What is that? Remember, impulse retracement. So what do we have now? This is our most recent high right here. We need to see that up candle body close above that. Okay, doesn't happen yet. Doesn't happen yet. There we go. Up candle body closes above the most recent high. So that's an MSS. Liquidity plus 2 breaker structures to the upside. That's an MSS. I would buy the markets right here. Put the stop loss below the order block. What is the order block? The last down candle after the breaker structure to the upside right here. But I'm going to target this high right here in the 1-minute time frame. Doesn't have much impact, but this is still almost a 1 to 4 reshort ratio. Very nice. And I'll enter right there. And there we go. We finally got that huge, nice entry off of the MSS. And obviously, sometimes when you take a good reshort ratio trade, it can take some time, especially when you're switching, when you're transitioning from a downtrend to an uptrend. It may take some time. There's some sellers and buyers in the markets. They're going to choose and bang, the buyers win, etc. Right? That's a beautiful trade from an MSS. Liquidity plus 2 breaker structures to the upside. That's good enough entry for me. And here we have a nice example as well. What is this? This is an up candle followed by down candle in the 15-minute time frame that has good liquidity. What do we have? We get a sweep of liquidity after that. This is a nice uptrend, but then we sweep the liquidity. Then after that, I will go to the 1-minute time frame like this. And what I mark out, the most recent low. This is a down candle followed by up candle. This is the low in the 1-minute time frame. I would want to see that breakout structure number 1. Doesn't happen yet. Doesn't happen yet. Okay, interesting. We actually create a new low. Remember, the most recent low when you want to follow the trend matters. So we get a new breakout structure. Down candle followed by up candle, break below that very small breakout structure, but that still counts, right? And we need to see a new low being created and then another breakout structure. There we go. This is a down candle followed by an up candle. That's a second breakout structure. Remember, always the most recent lows matters when we want to follow the trend. This is how it goes. When we want to see that when we want to see that MSS, right? And then I would want to target this low right here in the 1-minute time frame. Let's see what will happen. 1 to 6 reshort ratio. That's crazy. And yeah, there we go. That's literally a nice sniper entry. And the thing is, with these MSS entries, you can pretty much catch these sniper entries because it's literally you're catching the trade at the top to the downside or at the bottom to the upside. So that's perfect, right? And when you just want to follow the trend, then I recommend like 1 to 2, 1 to 3 reshort ratio, or 1 to 4 if it's a strong trend, when you just want to follow it. Now, obviously, because I want to be the most transparent trader, I'm going to now show you real trades that I've taken in the live markets with my real money using these 2 entry models, following the trend and getting the MSS. So you can actually learn from this and know how to actually use it in the live markets. So let me show you. So this is the last trade that I took, and because I just taught you about MSS, I'm going to show you this first. So this is a trade taken with the MSS market structure shift, liquidity sweep plus the 2 breaker structures MSS, and this is actually very straightforward. And I made, yeah, like I said, $2,900 with this. But let me show you. Rally down, take out the low, and they will take out 4 time frame highs. So right now we might get an MSS to the downside, which made, so this is in the live markets. As you can see, we took out 4 time frame highs, a lot of liquidity, buy side liquidity, by the way. So we're about to get an MSS to the downside, but obviously we gotta stay patient. What do we have now here? This is a push down after the liquidity sweep, and so this is a low. Close below that, that's a breakout structure number 1. So this is an impulse retracement. We'll get another breakout structure. We're about to get another breakout structure, but it would be better to kind of see that downtrend movement even more. But this short position could actually be. So what happens here? This is 2 breakout structures in a row after sweeping liquidity. So that's an MSS right area. I'm gonna sell the markets ASAP. Okay, that's the game plan. Put the stop loss above this order block. We have this low immediately on the money. That's like 1-to-1 ratio for the liquidity. But I'm not gonna target that as my take profit. I'm gonna target this low right here, 1.5. It's all right for this scenario. Not the tightest stop loss. Haven't entered yet, by the way. Haven't entered yet. Yeah, this ratio would be kind of ass. So yeah, what I wanted to do here is, because obviously the restart ratio wasn't too clean straight up from the breakout structure, I wanted for the price to retrace a little bit up to get that nice restart ratio. Let's mark this OB at, let's mark this order block right here. Yeah, order block right there. Okay. If we push up to this level, I'm gonna short the markets. All right, I just sold the markets on Nasdaq. I'm looking for the price to go up. Price to go not up. I'm looking for the price to go down, hopefully, because we got this very nice MSS to the downside. MSS. Very nice push down, and we got this order block as a shield. Let's go. And this is just to show you that I actually take these trades live in the markets. I don't just teach some random strategies like most of these gurus do and not actually use it. I actually use this strategy and I teach it. Okay, look at this. Look at this sped up right here. I'm speeding this up. Looking in, bang, and here we go. 2.9k, almost 3k for. That's how we do it. MSS. But let me show you a trend following entry. So here is a trade that I took. Pretty much there's a huge order block right here, and there's no reaction off of the MSS. As you can see, I'm here considering should I take an MSS. You can, by the way, you can also take an MSS entry if there's a higher time frame order block, by the way. Pretty much the same way as liquidity, but just an order block in the higher time frame. But pretty much this is the order block. And the key is, if there's no reaction off of the order block or the liquidity, you can just follow the trend, because that means the order block or liquidity in the higher time frame wasn't enough for the market movers. But as we're just continuing this respect to the upside, I'm looking to buy. If we break above here, I'm going to buy the market. As you can see, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. No respect of the order block. Price is going to most likely it's right on the money. Up. All right, I just bought the market on Nasdaq. I'm looking for the price to go up. We got this trend respect. Alright guys, so we're pumping right now, and we're actually in a good level. You guys know why I don't like them, but we're in a good level. We're not in this. So I'm about to take a partial from here. I don't like partials that much, but here I took because we're kind of in the middle of the order block. Part of this trade, so this is actually not gonna hurt the profits. So I took 50% off of the trade, so I'm like 1.2 pence here, and I'm gonna stop right here. So alright, there we go. I'll be using the chat. Guys. Let's go. So man, you literally saw that shit live, by the way. You saw that shit live. Should start to do like this. Very nice. So I made around $3,000 in this trade, as you can see, just by following the trend. You know, this is what I mean, guys. You don't need the most complex strategies to make good money. Yeah, man. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and as usual, I'll see you on the other side. Peace out.